as you guys know, stans on Twitter are some of the most unhinged people maybe on planet Earth. And it turns out that recently a Dua Lipa stan called the cops on a Nicki Minaj stan because the Nicki Minaj stan flew to his house to settle an online beef they were having over their idols. Literally, there's proof. Dexerto reported on this. There's a photo of the Nicki Minaj stan sitting outside of the house with his plumber's crack showing. And this actually did really happen. So reportedly, this stan account, Kenzo, posted his address online alongside a video prompting other stans to, quote, please come to my house. You have my address, because they're psychotic. And David Corrales, the Nicki Minaj stan, did in fact fly all the way to Kenzo's house from LA to Arizona. He pulled up in front of Kenzo's house. He posted many videos from outside the house. In one of them, he said that Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Let's take a look at those videos.
Are they the separate links, or is it?
They're in
the
the psycho
okay.
behavior tweet here.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, let's watch the first one.
Stan Twitter, please come to my house, right here. You have my address.
So he doxed himself.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you should, if someone doxes themselves, you shouldn't just go to their house,
no,
obviously.
you should not.
They're insane for doing so, but you shouldn't also be equally insane and actually come to their house.
Party tanked. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Fuck Dua Lipa.
Yeah. So,
so this is the person that flew. Where did he get the money? It looks like he's 12 years old.
all of that ad revenue, it adds up. And
okay.
I assume that that's how David Corrales afforded his plane ticket.
Bro, the idea that you would ever be that invested in a person who will never know who the hell you are is insane.
So then Kenzo confronted David Corrales outside his home, chased him around the property, and Kenzo said, "You've been encouraging others on social media to attack my family over Stan Twitter drama just because I said I don't like Nicki Minaj." Allegedly, the father of the...
Is this a generational
Stan
thing?
Account. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because Gen Z is not right in the head. Kenzo's father was also present during the verbal altercation. Eventually, police were called to the scene and David Corrales was interrogated. In one clip, he can be seen filming the police and jokingly asking them if they wanted to say hi to his fans. So,
cooler if he came from outside.
He wasn't arrested.
Be cooler to say, like, if he came from outside the country, and then when he's going through customs, they're like, "What's the purpose of your visit?" And he's like, "I'm here to pick a fight with someone who started beef with me on Twitter."
And they're like, "Okay, valid."
And then they just
let you
stamp
through
it and let you go.
Yeah, but the craziest part is that David Corrales was not arrested.
Well, of course not.
I
They
mean,
don't arrest anyone these days, and if they do, they just let him back out the next day, anyways.
That's just crazy, though. And then he started uploading videos from his motel room that he was staying at. All because he couldn't accept that someone else didn't idolize Nicki Minaj.
And again, we'll never know Nicki Minaj. We'll never meet. I mean, maybe meet like in passing.
Maybe Nicki Minaj is going to see this story and notice him, and she's going to fly him out to one of her concerts.
Bro, it's like
it'll be a dream come true.
It really does take white knighting on the internet to like the next level.
Yeah, I just honestly, like, why not, if you just came all the way to his house, like, duke it out in the parking lot like men, you know?
Yeah.
But instead they were just chasing each other, literally chasing each other around on foot and yelling.
Would have been a more a better way.
They said
a more dignified response.
Congress is going after the wrong app.
Wrong. But this isn't the only Stan problem today.
Yeah, in further evidence that Stans are absolutely off their rocker, recently a Swiftie got canceled on Swiftie Twitter because she admitted to streaming the Eras Tour movie on Disney Plus. Now, you might not realize why it's a problem.
Because it's on
It's
Disney?
because Disney is getting boycotted for donating money to Israel, or like Israeli nonprofits, right? They did donate like 100 million or something, like a big sum of money to Israel. So since then, all of the Gen Zers who want to free Palestine, and they put free Palestine in bio, they have been boycotting Disney Plus. And it is a sin to use Disney Plus in any capacity.
We have a $20 super chat here from Corey Anderson. Says, I stand PCC. See you at Sheets.
See what she's.
There will be none of that from me for the week. I have decided to swear off fast food in any form.
We'll see how long that lasts.
No, just for the week.
So this.
I'll keep
Swiftie,
everybody informed how I'm doing.
The Swiftie posted a Notes app apology that is basically a novel. I'm not trying to minimize my mistake. I'm sorry for what I did. I will always support Palestinians in their quest for long overdue freedom. My deactivation was for my own mental health and not to escape criticism for poor activism. So she said, for context, for anyone confused, last night I tweeted, I'm using my parents' Disney Plus account to watch the Eras Tour, so don't come for me. What I meant is the account had already been paid for, not by me. I mistakenly thought it would be fine to watch that way. I was educated quickly by people on Twitter that I was incorrect. So I stopped the movie as soon as I knew and deleted my tweets about the movie and apologized.
There's a $20 super chat here from Rico Cantrell. Says, Big Cuck and Big Avocado are in cahoots.
I'll believe it.
Probably. Big Cuck chairs and Big Avocado are working together to bring about the end of the nuclear family.
You know, I just thought of this. They're mad at the Swiftie for streaming the Eras Tour movie on Disney Plus, but they're not mad at Taylor Swift for putting her own movie on Disney Plus.
No, of course not. That doesn't make any sense to them. Why would they care? They have to make concessions, right?
Do you mean Taylor Swift has to?
No. These people have to just be. Thank you.
Thank you.
They have to be conveniently ignorant to certain things.
And I think the only thing.
It's like complaining about capitalism while typing on your iPhone.
Yeah, the only public move that Taylor Swift has made since October 7th, one way or the other, is she said that, she showed up to a movie premiere or a stand-up comedy show that was donating proceeds to Palestine.
That was earlier this year.
Or to a charity of some kind.
Yes.
But she hasn't made a public statement, and then she just put her movie on Disney Plus regardless.
She is about as corporate and planned as you can get.
Yeah.
Like every
weird
choice
how
she makes is super planned.
She could do something that would get her canceled if she were someone else.
The funny thing is here she is, super careful, super planned, super corporate, and then you wonder, well, why is that? Well, because her fans require 2-page Notes app apologies when they watch something on Disney Plus.
I even saw a think piece from a few days ago titled, I'm a Swiftie, but I'm not streaming Taylor Swift's Eras Tour movie. Here's why. It's been a long time coming, but now that the Eras Tour is streaming on Disney Plus, I'm turning a blind eye to the movie. Just because
of Disney.
A conflict going on across the globe that you know nothing about. Mm-hmm. But you have to virtue signal on social media about it.
A good, a good thought exercise for everyone would be maybe not for people in this group, because people who watch shows like this, people who are aware of politics and treat it as the kind of inevitable force of evil that it kind of is on all sides, and understand that is true. But think for the people who do think in the black and white nature of free Palestine in the bio, but they've never been there, they live here. Mm-hmm. A thought exercise would be what would your life be like if the internet had never been existed? Imagine for a moment that you yourself, who love Taylor Swift, were able to just go to her concerts and listen to her music, buy her CDs, and do all of those things unencumbered by all of this extraneous bullshit that really doesn't have anything to do with you outside of what your humanities and liberal arts professors tell you matters. Imagine the weight off your shoulders. to not have to be sad all the time. Like, we're going to talk about it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we are going to get into that.
But this is one of those things where I think of it more as like, it's kind of like hierarchy of needs, where it's like, look, take care of yourself, take care of those around you, focus on what you can control in the physical world, and you will almost always inevitably be happier, healthier, and more focused on things that actually impact your everyday life, rather than worrying about what it means when Disney sends aid to Palestine or to Israel, while the U.S. government sends rations
$4 billion
to Palestine. So, like, what does it really mean for a 20-something who loves Taylor Swift? It doesn't really mean much of anything. And to the people on the internet, I feel like more than anything, I feel sad for them. Like, I feel sad that their life is so burdened by these things that really do nothing but harm them and don't help them in any way.
Yeah, it's about what they call your circle of care versus your circle of influence. And those things should be relatively congruent if you want to remain mentally stable. Unfortunately, Gen Z is the least mentally stable generation.
In the chat, Clearum says, yes, Brett, imagine start singing, Gal Gadot shows up. Yes. Well, as long as I don't have to, okay, here's the thing. If the internet wasn't around, I wouldn't have had to hear Gal Gadot sing Imagine. So my life would still be better than it would before.
Yeah. If I could go back in time, I would stop myself from watching that video.
Like the anniversary of that was just recently.
Oh, really?
I was going to send you that, but I was like, I'm not playing this on the show. Fuck that. I'm not doing that.
I would prefer the Vanessa Hudgens video.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.